Selling your home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. And unfortunately, some sellers and the realtors they work with get a couple parts of it wrong. They either price it wrong, market the home poorly, or potentially leave money on the table during negotiations. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the entire home selling process so you know exactly how to sell your home in the shortest amount of time for the most amount of money and, of course, the least amount of stress. Before we get into it, let me introduce myself so we're not complete strangers. My name is Mark Steele and I've been a real estate broker since 2011. I've worked as a real estate salesperson and I quickly became a manager and a broker of record in my career, meaning that I was not only working with buyers and sellers like yourself, but also training, coaching, and supporting agents, helping them do the exact same thing that I'm going to walk you through right now. I've worked in various cities across the GTA, Halton regions, and of course the Kitchener-Waterloo area. And right now my focus is right here, talking to you and simplifying this home selling process. Step 1, our first meeting. Before we sell your home, we'll have an initial strategy session to discuss our process. So this is where we'll discuss everything from your goals in the sale. Are you trying to maximize price, or do you want to sell quickly, or maybe both? We'll discuss your timeline, your reason for selling, and what's your next move after the home does sell. After that, I'll walk you through what's happening in your local market, what homes like yours are actually selling for, and what we need to do to position your home to stand out. This isn't just a quick chat. This is where we discuss your entire game plan from start to finish. Step 2, sign listing paperwork. Once you're ready to move forward, we've had our conversation all about the game plan, we've discussed strategy, timelines, and everything else that's important to you in this transaction. We're ready to make it official. And this is where we sign the listing agreement. This document outlines the listing price that we're going to start our strategy with, the commission structure, the duration of the agreement, and the responsibilities of both you and myself and my brokerage. Most importantly, this document also gives me permission to market and represent you and your home. So once it's signed, we're locked in, and now we can get to work. Step 3, pre-listing preparation. This is one of the most important steps in the process. Before we go live and put your home on the market, we need it to look its best. That includes decluttering and depersonalizing the home, staging, either light staging or full staging, minor repairs, including fixing small issues that the buyers will notice, a fresh coat of paint if needed, something neutral, and a deep professional clean. Because buyers don't just buy homes, but they also buy how a home feels. And the better your home shows, the more it typically sells for. Step 4, initial marketing, creating some pre-launch buzz. Before your home hits the market, we can start building some interest, including sneak peek videos, behind the scenes content, coming soon posts, emailing my database of buyers and other agents. And the goal here is very simple. We just want to create as much anticipation for your home as possible, so that once your home does hit the market, there's already pent-up demand just waiting for it. Step 5, professional photos and media. At this point, we bring in the professionals. This includes high-quality photography, video walkthroughs, drone footage if it's applicable for your property, and providing floor plans. In today's market, your home is judged online first. And if your photos don't stand out, buyers may not even book showings to see the home in person. Step 6, your MLS listing goes live. And this is where your home officially hits the market. Your home would be listed on what's called the MLS, or the Multiple Listing Service. And this service exposes your home to realtors across Ontario, buyer websites like realtor.ca, and other brokerage websites as well, and thousands of potential buyers actively searching for homes just like yours. And this is where the clock starts, because the first few days of a listing are sometimes the most crucial for that home to sell. Step 7, marketing materials are distributed. Once your home is live, we go all in on the marketing. And this includes feature sheets, email campaigns, agent outreach, and very targeted advertising. The goal is to make sure that your home is seen by the right buyers at the right time and with the right messaging, because maximized exposure drives competition, and higher competition means a better price for you. Step 8, social media exposure. This is where we leverage attention. We push your property across multiple platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and paid advertising as well. So at this point, we're not just posting your listing, but we're storytelling, highlighting features of your home, and hoping to create an emotional connection between your home and a potential buyer. Step 9, open houses and showings. At this point, buyers will start actually coming through the door and seeing your home in person. So we'll schedule private showings, agent tours, and potentially open houses as well, based on your availability and the schedule. Every showing is an opportunity for a buyer to potentially see your home, connect with your home, and submit an offer. So we make sure that your home shows clean every single time, smells fresh, and feels inviting. Because small details like this can really make the difference in how a buyer perceives the value of your home. Step 10, offers. At this point, we're almost there. When a buyer is interested, they're going to submit an offer. The document they use is called the Agreement of Purchase and Sale. And on this document and in their offer, they're going to include the price that they want to offer for your home, the deposit amount that they have and that they will be submitting in good faith, the potential closing date or the date they want to take possession of the home, any conditions they'll have in their contract, and some potential terms as well. Now, depending on the situation, we might receive either one offer or potentially multiple offers. And during this process, you do have a couple of options. One misconception that I commonly hear from first-time sellers is that when they receive an offer, they have to accept that price. And understandably, this can scare some first-time sellers from even listing their property on the market. But this cannot be further from the truth. As a seller, when you receive an offer, you have 3 options. You can either accept that offer, reject that offer, or counter that offer. This would be different in a multiple offer situation because you can't accept multiple offers and you can't counter multiple offers. In that case, you'd have to choose one of the offers that has come in to either accept or counter. But regardless of if we have received one offer or multiples for your home, this is where strategy really matters because the best offer isn't always the one with the highest price. Step 11, conditions and closing. Once you do decide to accept an offer, we move into the final phase. And if that offer has conditions, the buyer will have to complete those conditions, including things like financing approval, home inspections, or if this is a condominium transaction, getting the condo documents like the status certificate reviewed by a lawyer. And once those conditions are satisfied, the deal is then firm. Congratulations. From there, lawyers handle the legal transfer of the property, funds are exchanged, and on closing day, you hand over the keys and your home is officially sold. Selling a home isn't just about putting it on the market. It's about preparation, positioning, marketing, and of course, negotiation. And when all of these things are done right, your home sells for top dollar in the least amount of time and with the least amount of stress for you and your family. If you're thinking about selling your home and want a clear strategy based on your situation, please feel free to reach out. My email address is mark@soldourhome.com. I'll put it in the description of this video below. Feel free to reach out anytime. I'm here and I'm happy to help. And finally, if this home has helped you at all, my one ask is that you send this video to one other person who might be considering selling their home.